Welcome to a new Daily Top AskReddit video. Today's topic.
What is the worst response to, "You're under arrest"? No, I'm under the influence. How high are you? Hi, how are you? Single quote. Drunk people blow through stop signs. High people wait for them to turn green. For the drugs or the murders? Sir, neither of those. Again I repeat, you're under arrest for breaking and entering, and putting up Christmas decorations naked in someone else's home. It's July. The last line implies it would be legal in December, rolling on the floor laughing. Thanks, you too. Quote. The embarrassment would be the worst thing to happen that day. Nothing else to think about, just, thanks, you too, playing over and over in my head for the 5-year prison sentence. Cuff me daddy. Daddy chill. What the hell is even that? Question mark. Well, that's just like, your opinion, man. Someone once answered this same question with, a nose boop, and it still cracks my ass up to think about. A nose boop. Tears of joy, why can't I stop picturing it? Exclamation mark. Nose boop. No, you are, you lil rascal. Watch out, tickle attack. Quote. I'd rather be under you. They said worst, not best. Girl cop, anything you say will be held against you. Guy, breasts. I have a bomb. Never mind then, be on your way. Quote. Understandable, have a nice day. When I was in 8th grade we kept getting kids threatening they had a gun at school. That turned into kids saying other kids had a gun. I got dragged into the VP's office so they could check my backpack, cops were there. Me, thinking I was hilarious as shit, said, if my backpack starts ticking, run. I was on a list until my senior year of high school and had to see a therapist once a quarter. Only one therapist thought it was kinda funny. Just before they opened the backpack. I wouldn't do that if I were you. I know they gotta take stuff like that seriously, but man, I would have died laughing. A bomb is a bad choice for close-range combat. Only if you plan on getting out alive. Good luck defusing it. It's up my ass. Anything involving the words, sovereign citizen. I do not consent. Quote. There has been no joinder created. I'm not in your jurisdiction. Quote. Can you show me a contract with a wetted ink signature saying I agree to the laws of the state, country? Quote. I'm an American state national, I'm not in your system. Quote. I'm not driving, I'm traveling from A to B. Quote. This isn't a car, it's classified as household goods. Quote. Black's Law Dictionary. Quote. Etc. I did it. I did it. Whatever you think I did it. I will try to deny it later, but ignore whatever I and my attorney say. I am guilty as sin. And you better give me the max sentence too, because as soon as I get out I'm gonna do it again. Quote. Found the public defender. Again, how the fuck does this happen so often? Fuck my life. Public defender. Your mom's under arrest. Ha, got, M. Classic. Slides get out of jail free card across the table. I need to carry one of these in my wallet now. Arrest this dick. Pulls out giant pink dildo. Don't forget to wiggle it with some aggression. Uno reverse, handcuffs officer instead and puts him in the police car. Welp, his hands are tied. Technically, they're cuffed. Not if I'm resisting. You're about to find out exactly how much. In ohms. Literally anything that's not. I'm not answering questions without an attorney. I once saw a drunk guy get arrested, and when the cop said, "You're under arrest," he got kind of weirdly happy and cooperative. Really? I've never been arrested before. How interesting. What do we do first? Do you need to see some ID or something? The cop looked slightly confused for a second and then went for a mirroring strategy, saying something like, that does seem like a good way to start. Do you have ID? And the drunk guy was like, sure do. And pulled out his wallet and said, it's not a very good picture but it does sort of look like me, don't you think? Then the cop asked if he had any weapons, and the drunk guy says, not really. I have a Swiss Army knife, you wanna see it? And the cop's like, well sure, just be careful, and the guy pulls it out of a pocket and the cop says, I'm going to hold on to this for you, okay? And the drunk guy says, don't lose it, and the cop promises he'll be very careful. Never imagined I'd see a guy so happy to get arrested. But, for all that, and for being drunk, he didn't actually volunteer any information that they weren't going to find out anyway. They would have found the knife when they frisked him. In all honesty, being cooperative is your best bet. They're taking you to jail and most of them deal with plenty of stupid shit on a regular basis. I've heard it called, the worst customer service job ever. When I was younger, I got pulled over without a license 4 or 5 times, and I was super polite and honest and they usually let me drive home. Don't let me see you driving again or I'll impound your vehicle and take you to county. Yes sir, thank you. Although not as entertaining as some of the others, this is the truest answer for sure. Removed. Accurate though. I'd be careful. There are some videos where the fat cop, like a hippo, is fast as fuck for short bursts. Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Wait, you said worst response. Bro was just having a nice succulent Chinese meal. Knows his judo all too well. I'm under what? It's underrated, but this is the best line in the whole thing, I believe. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? Keep your hands off my penis. Sir, this is a Chick-fil-A. No, this is Patrick. Oh, my pleasure. Oh wow, never thought you losers would find the body. Quote. Sir, I pulled you over for speeding. How I'm like 62% sure I hid that last hitchhiker pretty well though. Single quote. You'll never take me alive, copper. Quote. I hate cows more than coppers. Oh George, not the livestock. But I'm Scotty Scheffler. I don't care if you're Christy Yamaguchi. Or Oksana Bile. You can't. I'm running for president. Truthfully, I'd like to waive my right to a lawyer, is 1000% the worst thing you can say, or really anything at all that isn't, I want a lawyer. The key is the shut the hell up until you speak to one. Edit, thanks for the positive response, Yal. Remember your First, Fourth, Fifth, and Sixth Amendment rights, if you live in the US, and above all, don't get caught. I've always seen the key as not getting caught. Well, you're over arrest. Nope, I'm taking a rest. Geez, where'd you learn your grammar from? No you. Mister, you just assured me that I could speak. Look, I'm under what? Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. Have a look at the headlock here, see that chap over there? He get your hand off my penis. This is the bloke who got me on the penis, people. Why did you do this to me, for what reason, what is the charge? Eating a meal, a succulent Chinese meal. Oh, that's a nice headlock, sir. Oh, yes, I see that you know your judo well. Good one. And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis? How dare, get your hands off me. Ta-ta, and farewell. I didn't know your mom's name was Arrest. Quote. Don't mess with me when I'm drunk and methed out like this, you assholes. Quote. I'm a sovereign citizen, you can't arrest me. Never seems to go well for the self-proclaimed sovereigns. Yep, I refuse to recognize your society's laws, but I expect your legal system to give me a free pass. The whole sovereign citizen thing must be some kind of charlatan pyramid scheme, right? They have fancy documents, pamphlets, people on call and shit, services that definitely cost money. There would be absolutely nothing that would surprise me if the people on the other end are huge scammers, fooling people into thinking that this actually works in practice. Who did I murder this time? Dang, which body did you find? Nua. No you. Thanks, you too. Is your name Arrest? Smirk. Wrong, I'm Good Todd 1970. Quote. This is the best. Username quite literally checks out. No officer, I'm under a tree. Not if I shoot you first. I swear I didn't know she was 12. Arrest what, D's nuts. Do you know WHOIAM? Question mark. I have 4 OnlyFans subscribers, you big bitch. Quote. I know you are, but what am I? I'm Scotty Scheffler, the #1 golfer in the world. What is the charge? Eating a meal. A succulent Chinese meal. Apparently it's, but I'm a professional golfer. No. You're under arrest. What is the charge? Eating a meal, eating a succulent Chinese meal. This is Democracy Manifest. Quote. Don't cuff me too tight, I'll come. Whatever you say, daddy. They got really confused when I said it. The gun in my waistband says otherwise, let's figure out who's right. Removed. Take me drunk, I'm home. I pull out an Uno reverse card. I am a sovereign citizen. Quote. No, you're under arrest. Exclamation mark quote. Pull out a water pistol, shoot the cop with it. If he shoots you after you hit him with water, say, I would have had you. If he shoots you before you can shoot him, die in silence. Do you know who my father is? Seriously, this has to be the worst response. Obi-Wan never told you what happened to your father. Arrest, but I already slept last night. But I'm Scott Scheffler. I'm not wearing a vest. I crack up whenever a perp claims, no I'm not. Quote. Always carry an Uno reverse card for situations like this. It's okay, officer, I'm white. No, I'm not. Why, mommy? I am not me, I am the incorporation of a citizen under the 1856 Admiral Law, and your authority is invalid without written consent from the Office of the Citizens' Affairs and Good Kunstenoon Afterball. Actually, I'm above arrest, and walk away. No way, bro. I'm under the influence. No way did you find that body. Cop, you know why I pulled you over? Me, if you don't know, I'm not telling. Gotta catch me first, loser. Well, then I better make it worth it. Quote. An aggressive one, I suppose. I only hit her because she deserved it. Quote. I've better call Saul. I know you are, but what am I? Basically the most juvenile comeback to ever exist, lol. And you're under D's nuts. This, gentlemen, is democracy evident. You are not gonna see the light again. Pulling a gun. Last thing I want to experience if I go into law enforcement. Too bad it's opposite day. Quote. Shit, how did you find them? You, sir, are you ready to receive my limp penis? I can't breathe. High arrest. What a beautiful name. Under arrest. Me. Do you know who I am? Exclamation mark. Don't you know who my dad is? More like under your mom, haha. Depends who's saying it. Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest. I have a tea time at 854. Uno reverse card. I have the thing I do when someone says they are a sovereign citizen to a cop. It's like a little timer in my head, and it starts right when they say they don't need a license to drive. Within about 4 minutes they are on the ground in handcuffs, resisting like clockwork. I'm under a what? Take your hands off my penis. Quote.